Hi all, this is your girl Natasha, and once again my tea kettle has breweth over. My, has it breweth over. Well, today I had physical therapy on my back, so I'm coming on the mend. I'm a little sore. Muscles I haven't used in years. But anyway, I'm serving Milano cookies, Lorna Doone, and a host of cold cuts. And I'm serving assortment of chocolates. Now, let's start our tea party. My, I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think about this situation with Matthew Milam and Mona Simone. I'm very disturbed because I really liked Mona, and I still do. But after hearing this stuff about what she did and seeing this poor man sitting in an empty house because he gave Mona money, and you can't really blame Mona because he offered it. But then she kept asking, apparently, and he kept giving it to her. He lost his parents, and so quite naturally he was grieving. So I guess while he was grieving, he wasn't thinking, I'm assuming. And then I see a lot of people left Mona. A lot of brains have left Mona. And then a couple of people that she was really close with are upset because they gave money, and Mona was threatening a few people, and it's just a mess. And it just bothers me because I really liked Mona. I really liked what she had to say. But I don't think that guy would make that up. And that's what disturbs me. Because is Mona really a fraud? Because when you think about it, I wonder, does her wife work? Because when they make videos, it's all during the day and her wife is with her. So is it really possible that she could have embezzled? Well, he gave it to her. Poor thing. I guess losing his parents, he linked on to Mona, and she helped him, and it was easy to get money out of him. That's what I'm assuming. Poor baby. And now I think he's left with no money and destitute. And if Mona had some kind of insurance, I think they could have got her a wheelchair and wheel her around. And I heard about pills, gabapentin. I take that. That's not a narcotic. But then I hear that I heard Mona say you could buy pills on the street. So, something's fishy. And then a lot of brains left, and then Mona left YouTube, and then she was charging a monthly fee. Please. I got suspicious when she claimed she left YouTube, and then she was charging a monthly fee of $4.99. I says, I'm not giving my credit card to be charged every month. No, no, that doesn't sound right. But I hung in there with Mona. I figured she was on the up and up. And I'm confused. Because I really like Mona. But what she did seems so crooked. And then she's changing the narrative and she's playing victim. I don't think she's really standing up and being honest. And that was always her thing. Being honest and standing in the truth. And then Mona has that psychology degree. So I wonder, was she using psychology on this poor man? She knew how to get him and bleed him dry of all his funds. Something's not right. I don't think this man, he doesn't look like the type that would go on a rant and make up things. Mona, look at me. I'm looking at you side-eyed now. I don't know, Mona. I'm confused. You probably don't care. But it's disturbing because I really liked you and some of your conversations. But then to hear that you did this and you're a fraud. I don't know, Mona. Something's not right. Something's not right. I don't think that man would make up stuff like that. And then I read and I saw his video and he really looked like it had happened. He was heartfelt. I think you kept asking and asking after he gave you the money. I mean, something just doesn't add up. And it's disturbing. Next. I mean, I don't know, Mona. I'm really confused and disappointed to hear stuff like that you did, and I liked you. I have to really think it over, and not that you care. But I'm just saying, Mona, you seem so sincere. I can't believe that you did something like that. I just really can't believe it. I'll have to decide. I'll have to decide. Do I want to continue to follow you or not, Mona? Are you a fraud? But everybody, I'm seeing so much on you, and it seems true because everybody's left. And if everybody's left, a lot of people, they can't be wrong. So I'll just have to see, Mona. I'm very disappointed and I'm just very disappointed and disillusioned because this is a serious matter. And then I hear you're threatening people. I mean, you did say you had come from Florida and you were wicked. You could have a side to you. You did say that. I don't know, Mona. I guess I'll just have to see. And next, that ZG. I couldn't believe what I saw on his platform yesterday. The horrible and vicious things he was saying about Traci. Now, mind you, everyone knows that me and Traci at one time were enemies. We went at it every chance we got. But then, I guess we made amends. I mean, we're not friends, but oh well. But that's still vicious. What you said about Traci. Anthony, do you know that you could go to jail if you even attempt? You're on tape. You could go to jail. I know you were high on crack or cocaine and drinking, and you were just going off. And then today I saw you and you were just as calm. Yeah, it was the drugs. Oh my God, what a nurse. You're not a nurse. I think you're just an orderly. You couldn't possibly be a nurse acting like you act. And coming for people with illnesses. No, you can't be a nurse. I don't believe it for one moment, ZT. But threatening Traci? Do you really think Traci's going to take that line down? Now, I know that Traci, she gives as good as, she will send as good as she gets, honey. Miss Traci's not one to be played with, and you made the threat. So you think that Traci's not going to be looking out for you? Darling, you may be the one that gags if you go to San Antonio, Texas, messing with Traci. I'd think twice. And then cruel things I've heard said about Traci, health-wise, that's not right. That's hitting below the belt. And what about your problems? You have a drug problem and drinking problem. And you're coming for somebody? Please. It's just not right. It's vicious what you said. And I hope that Traci is looking out for you. Anyway, I don't even think you have the money to go around the corner because you spend it on crack. You're going to Aunt San Antonio. Oh, what a laugh. I don't even think you have the money. That ATM didn't work the last time. What makes you think it's going to work now? You're going to withdraw the money and fly to San Antonio and bring some sister along. All that foo-foo you were talking. Yeah, that was the liquor deal. Because the next day, today you were just as calm. Yes, after a wild night. And then out cruising boys. And then you took them out. That's a war mark on your lips. Trade probably let you have it. Out cruising. ZT, I think you need to be careful when you cruise. Watch where you go. I bet your mouth gets you into trouble. I like to see the kind of men you pick up. I bet you pay them to give them a blowjob. Yeah, you look like that type. You pay them to give them a blowjob. Please, ZT, you really need to stop it. You and your bogus threats. I don't believe it for 1 minute. First of all, I don't think Traci has anything to worry about because you probably don't even have the money to get to Texas. You don't have any money to hardly get to work, probably. Put gas in that car. Please. Stop acting like a fool. I don't believe that for 1 second. But still, Traci should be careful. Because you never know. Crackheads do know they're very resourceful. They know how to scrape up a coin. So if I was Traci, I would be careful. But then again, if you did get your hand on some coins, you'd sniff it up or smoke it or drink it up. So you'd never get to San Antonio. ZT, knock it off, please. You sound like a silly old queen. If it's nothing more disgusting as a silly old queen. You are really a horrible example for the LGBT community. I don't own you. You make us look bad. Silly old queen. Ugh. They get on my last good nerve. Anyway, ZG, that's all I had to say. Be careful how you throw threats, sweetie. Because the life you save may be your own. I don't think Tracy's going to take that threat lightly, if I know Tracy. But anyway, like I said, I'm very disturbed about Mona and this stuff that's going on with her. I just don't know what to think. I'll have to think some more. Anyway, I will be back when my tea kettle breweth over again. And for now, you all have a nice evening. And I will be talking to you. Mwah. Love you guys.